Yo guys, I'm Nick from the Produce School and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a drop like Regard. Regard is known from his hits like Ride It and Secrets, which all of you will probably know. We're going to use our new pack Cosmic, which you can check out in the link in the description as well. It contains lots of slap and deep house presets, samples and projects which are very valuable for all producers out there. Let's move on to the video. We'll start off with a female vocal.
You gotta save me, you gotta hold me, you gotta feel me, you gotta love me.
I'm using the Manipulator plugin from Infected Mushroom, which has this format knob right here, and it's really working very well for me. Most of the time I prefer this plugin over a little Alta Boy, but that's just a bit of personal taste for which character you want to go. Then I have an EQ, the FabFilter Pro Q3. Just with the vocal preset, which boosts some of the present frequencies right here, and it cuts out the lows as we don't want that in our vocal.
You gotta save me, you gotta hold me, you gotta.
Here is the difference with and without the manipulator. So without the manipulator it sounds like this.
You gotta save me, you gotta save me. You gotta hold me, you gotta feel me, you gotta love me, you gotta save me.
On top of that we want a bass line that follows the vocal a bit, so I came up with this. It's a serum preset from Cosmic. It's called Bass Ride It, and as it says, it's Regard style. So we have two oscillators on this one, and the first one is like a very weird wavetable, but it worked. And then on oscillator B there is the BS2 Filthy wavetable with 9 voices of unison and the detune turned back a little bit. On oscillator A we have FM from B, but it doesn't really do anything. Some people believe that it like still changes the sound without even FMing, but I don't really know what I think about that. Then for the noise we have the Kick Attack 9, which is just like constantly playing the same note, and a sub oscillator. Then envelope 2 is shaped like this and linked to a MG Low 24 filter. Both oscillator A and B are routed through this filter. Envelope 1 is much shorter, even a very short decay, and yeah, that's basically it for the envelope 1. Then there is a very short envelope linked to the chorus pitches. It's a trick I use for so much basses, so you should check it out too. Then we have some dimension, a multi-band compressor, diode 1 distortion with envelope 2 linked to the drive, a MG Low 18 filter, a EQ and a short reverb. On top of that we want a sub layer, which is also from Cosmic, but this is really a very simple one. We turn down the sustain a bit on envelope 1, just a simple sine wave, pitch down 2 octaves, tube distortion and a MG Low 6 filter. Then I did some EQing on the bass. I cut out the sub frequencies on the Regard style bass. Then there is a bit of OTT coming in, the depth to 25%. For the rest everything is like default. Then I have a fruity reverb which we will be using to automate reverb throws. Then there is a kickstart with 69% mix. Then some standard sub processing. I made the sub mono with this plugin, which really worked good for me. Then we did a cut till like 200 Hz, could be a bit more even, and a kickstart which we will need to have on 100%, as we really don't want the sub frequencies to clash with our kick. Together with the vocal that now sounds like this.
You gotta save me, you gotta hold me, you gotta feel me, you gotta love me. gotta save me.
For the reverb throws, you have to open up a reverb with very much decay, then automate the wet level 3 notes, so like this.
You gotta save me, you gotta hold me, you gotta...
From the bass line I created some chords and it sounds like this. Then on top of that we layered it with an electric piano from Direct Wave. Together unmixed they sound like this. On the Rhodes preset we did a very minimal reverb, a low cut and some kickstart. The electric piano we did a low cut, a boost in the present and treble area, a reverb which is not like that much as well, a stereo shaper to widen up the sound, and a kickstart as well. Now they together sound like this. Then on top of the bass and the vocal, it already sounds a bit like what we want to.
You gotta save me, you gotta hold me, you gotta feel me, you gotta love me, you gotta save me, you gotta hold me, you gotta feel me, you gotta love me.
So next up we have the drums and FX. I will now just go over the drums. TPS Cosmic Kick 6. And a clap layer of 2 claps on top of that with a percussion which is playing every 2 bars. And a drum loop. In the second part of the drop there is another drum loop coming in and some rides. Down filters and some uplifters, which we then also reverse to make it down filters. Same goes for the crashes. And from true vocals we took like an FX file, and the FX sounds like this. Then altogether we already have a simple regard style drop.
You gotta save me, you gotta hold me.
First I will just explain the preset. 2 saw waves, one with 7 voices of unison, a very short decay on envelope 1, then there is some hyper and dimension, so we turn them both on, a diode 1 distortion which is now not really doing anything, it's basically for this macros over here, a delay and some reverb. Then we created this melody. Those offbeat fast changing notes is something you really hear a lot in this music, so we decided to like recreate that, and I will now show you guys the end result.
You gotta save me, you gotta hold me, you gotta feel me, you gotta love me, you gotta save me, you gotta hold me, you gotta feel me, you gotta love me, you gotta save me.
The sounds we use are mainly from Cosmic, so if you want to check that out, the link is in the description as well. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and check out our previous tutorials on this topic. For now, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.